Thanks, Tom. Much appreciated. Good morning, and we say morning, everybody. Gary McCullough, Frank McCullough, courtside, Gibson City, Belvin Sibley High School gym. And, Frank, we've got a matinee and a nice crowd of people here. 2 state-ranked teams, according to the Associated Press poll this week in Class 1A. The Lady Falcons at 18 wins, 5 setbacks, ranked number 12. And as for the Lady Warriors of Watseka, 22-1, and I was talking to some of the people with Watseka. Frankly, one loss was very, very early in the season opening tournament to a really good Bishop McNamara team. Otherwise, they bring in a 22-1 record. They've won 20 straight.
Yeah, real good team, and a little bit of history between these two teams last year. Around this same time, Watseka, I believe, at that point of the year was 20-0, and our Lady Falcons went over to Watseka last year in a non-conference matchup and kind of wiped the floor with them. And they never really recovered, and that kind of propelled the Lady Falcons all the way to the sectional championship. So you got a couple different angles to look at this one. I'm sure Watseka would like to kind of avenge that loss, and the Falcons coming off not only one of their few losses of the season, but by far their worst loss of the season to DMAC on Thursday night.
Watseka is ranked number 1 this week in the News Gazette weekly poll, and they are a 2A school, and in the AP poll, they are ranked in the top 5 in the state. Good size, good experience, and just a very, very good coach, someone we've known for a long time and admired, Barry Bauer.
Barry has coached boys varsity, girls varsity, boys junior high.
About any sport there is at Watseka
girls
High School.
Junior high. In fact, I think, and I'm not sure if it still carries into this year, but last year he was coaching the girls varsity and their 8th grade girls team in the same season. Now, you talk about someone dedicated to
Did you
not
say
only the
softball?
Well, I didn't know that, but that doesn't surprise me either. But dedicated to the program and certainly to his school. And one of the all-around good guys in local high school basketball, Barry Bauer, and he's got his team rolling this year.
This is the first game of a broadcast doubleheader on FM 106.3. After this game concludes, Frank and I will take a little break, maybe a nap, maybe something to eat, and then we'll pack up and head on north to Herscher. The Falcons, Coach Tompkins' Falcons, by the way, coming up a really good win last night, will take on Bishop McNamara at the Herscher Shootout, and that will start with our broadcast at about 5:20. The pregame tip-off time, 5:30. So, busy day for us.
Yeah, what's new this time of year? We'll send it back to our studios. We've got about 4 minutes before the opening lineups between Watseka and GCMS as we continue coverage of high school basketball here on FM 106.3.
Welcome back, everybody. Courtside with Frank McCullough. I'm Gary McCullough, and, of course, the veteran back there at the studios, Tom Biddefeld, engineering, producing, and our countdown to tip-off here. 2 state-ranked teams at about 2 minutes. We'll go to Dave Dornbush shortly. He'll announce the starting lineups. Frank looking at the starting 5 for Coach Barry Bauer. 6'1" and 6 foot inside.
Yeah, they're real big, and not only those starters, but they've got a couple girls on their bench that they can bring in. So that has kind of been the kryptonite for this Lady Falcon team, is playing against other teams that have more size than them. Sophia Ray, obviously one of the premier post players in the area, but you don't have Hadley Doman again today. She's still ill. Addie Kirchenfeld has fought major foul issues early in ball games where her minutes have been limited. Coach Harden has had to kind of rely on one of his freshmen, Bailey Bunting, who's coming off a real sickness the last couple days, so I don't know what her availability will be. So going to be important. You're going to see that 1-2-2 zone all day long, which is what you should run against a bigger team. But it's imperative that I think Sophia Ray not get into foul difficulties like she did Thursday night at DMAC, where she got 2 in the first, 4 or 5 minutes of the ball game and then had to sit for quite a while, and it really snowballed after that.
So again, our Lady Falcons in here at 18 wins, 5 setbacks, and Barry Bauer's Watseka Lady Warriors in here at 22-1. And again, that only a defeat early in the season in tournament play against a good team from Bishop McNamara. Just about set to meet the starters. Let's go down to a good crowd assembling here at GCMS High School.
Yeah, real good crowd.
Watseka Warriors, are you ready? GCMS Falcons, are you ready? Let's get ready for some basketball. Let's meet the starting lineup first for the visiting Warriors from Watseka. Starting at one guard, a 5'1" sophomore, number 1, Cammie Muling. Starting at guard, a 5'6" junior, number 10, Krista Holahan. Starting at guard, a 5'3" junior, number 20, Noelle Schroeder. Starting at 1 forward, a 6'1" senior, number 34, Laura Tegmeyer. And starting at forward, a 6 senior, number 40, Megan Martin. The head coach for the Warriors is Barry Bauer. And now the starting lineup for your GCMS Falcons. Starting at 1 guard, a 5'6" senior, number 3, Lizzie Giroux. Starting at guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 5, Lily Sizemore. Starting at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 15, Mallory Rosendahl. Starting at forward, a 6 senior, number 21, Sophia Ray. And starting in the post for your GCMS Falcons, a 5'10" senior, number 25, Addie Kirchenfeld. The head coach for your GCMS Falcons is Ross Harden.
Well, Frank, as we look at the starting 5 for the Lady Warriors of Watseka High School, 6'1", 6 foot, but they bring a good blend. Their starting lineup of veterans. You've got 2 seniors and then some youth, a couple of juniors and a sophomore to round out the quintet.
I will say this, and this is no knock on Watseka, the level of competition in the HOIC versus the conference that Watseka plays in there's a wide chasm there. So let's see if that comes into play.
Here's Sizemore as the Falcons get the first option to score, and Lily has the ball knocked out of bounds.
You see Eureka lose to Tremont the other night by 30-plus points. Tri-Valley got beat the other night by St. Teresa. Our Lady Falcons lose at DMAC. A lot of these top 4 teams, as Sizemore takes the 3 and hits it, are really interchangeable at the top 4. You feel like anybody can beat anybody on any given night.
Lady Falcons break out on top thanks to a top-of-the-key 3 by Lily Sizemore. Teams, as of late, have somewhat tamed Sizemore, her offensive output, but she's got a good start here. Falcons up 3-0. First minute of play, there's a baseline jumper put up, no good by Mueling, and the rebound in the hands of Watseka. There's a 3-ball arched up, it's no good by Holahan, and GCMS comes down with the rebound. 22-1, 20 straight victories. My goodness, that is really something in this day of high school basketball. Jump shot right side, no good by Sizemore. Weak side rebound pulled down by Watseka. Here come the Lady Warriors. Yet to get on the scoreboard. Right side, now they played inside. Ball deflected, taken away by the Falcons. Here is Giroux to the basket. Layup, no good. Putback shot, no good by GCMS. Now they send it out to Sizemore. Her 3-ball, no good. Ball tipped around. Several opportunities, no good. And the Lady Falcons
there you go.
Nearly saved the ball. Watseka got the last missed shot. Was going their way, and the Falcons have it knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, multiple high percentage looks in the paint. Did not go down. Sizemore, good look at a 3. Dipsy dude out. And then Mallory Rosenball nearly stole it on the way back up.
We're in the second minute of play. 3 points scored in the game, all by the Falcons on one shot by Sizemore. Here's Watseka turning over the basketball. And we see Bailey Bunting. I'm sorry, not Bailey. It's Gawthorpe.
Yeah, Isabel Gawthorpe comes in.
And Kirchenfeld goes out.
Didn't have any fouls. Usually fouls are why she comes out early, but only about a minute and 40 in, and they've got Gawthorpe in there.
Second minute of play. With it is Gawthorpe, who's just off the bench. Now they send it far side to Sizemore. Here is a shot put up, a 3-ball, no good by Rosendahl. Rebounded out by Ray. She gets it out to Sizemore. And a mid-range jump shot, left side good by Lily. 5-0 Falcons.
Yeah, measure that one at about 15 feet on the left side. Got that one in rhythm and knocked it down.
With it now Mueling. Looks like Mueling's going to be their point guard. Now she sends it near side to Schroeder. Schroeder looked like she wanted to toss a 3 up, and she said she goes to a teammate. Blocked by Ray. A breakout here by Sizemore. Layup is good.
Sizemore 7, Watseka nothing. That's the recipe. Rosendahl tips it. Sizemore takes it down.
Backcourt pressure applied by the Lady Falcons and a reaching foul on GCMS. 7-0. All 7 scored by Lily Sizemore.
It's a Watseka team. Their guards are pretty small.
And they really are, yeah.
2 real big players, so kind of different ends of the spectrum.
Now they play it inside. There's a free throw line jumper put up by Tagmeyer.
Went in.
And it plays up and down on the rim and finally falls through the net. And Watseka is on the board at 5:20 to go in the first quarter.
That ball hit every part of the rim.
Yep, trailing 7-2. With it is Rosendahl. Far side, Sizemore will jump up a three, and it's good.
Man, 10 points in only 3 minutes of play. Now, she's had 3 or 4 games where the shots weren't falling. She was due to have a burner, and here we go.
Here the other way, some trouble inside. Shot partially blocked by Ray, and can't save it from going out of bounds. It'll be Watseka basketball.
Yeah, that's Sophia's second block of the first quarter here.
The Lady Falcon crowd across the way appreciates the hustle here and the fast start by the Falcons.
I guarantee they had a pretty good practice yesterday. In fact, I know they did. Now, coming off that loss at DMAC the other night, I had a feeling they'd come out ready to go.
Cross-court pass intended for number 34, Tagmeyer's, intercepted. And then
Schrader got the ball right back and carried the ball. So we're going to see Barry Bauer make a couple of subs. We're going to see Theron Rigsby come in and number 3 into the ball game for the first time, Renna Barrett. And they get their big girl out of there. Tegmeyer is going to sit down. She's got their only basket. So,
and I don't think it's because of fouls.
They get some size out of there. They do bring a big girl out there in number 40, who is Megan Martin. Here's Giroux with it, and her pass knocked out of bounds. Will stay with GCMS. Trying to look inside for Sophia, and their tall girl, Megan Martin, knocked that one down.
Clock shows 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Inbound, Sizemore, another three, this time on the right baseline. 13 points.
Steal it.
In less than a half of a quarter of play for Lily Sizemore.
Man.
She has all 13 of her team's points.
Career high is, I think, 33. Last year as a freshman, she's had 3 or 4 30-plus games this year.
She's on track for that at least.
Yeah, you got to wonder if today's the day.
13-2. Watseka held to 2 points in half of the first quarter. 22-1. They come 20-game winning streak. Good GCMS defense.
Yeah, this 1-2-2 zone's giving them all kinds of problems. They can't get the ball inside.
With it is Rigsby. Rigsby plays it inside. Now they kick it out. With it is Mueling.
Travel.
And traveling violation on Cammie Mueling.
Yeah, I don't know which way's up and which way's down right now on the offensive end. This 1-2-2's got them rattled. Their guards having a tough time. They're trying as they might to get it inside, but against the zone, that will not work.
Here comes Sizemore and company. We could say it's Sizemore 13, Watseka 2. Look like she got away with the travel. Baseline jumper, good. 15 points.
Wow. Timeout.
And Barry Bauer has seen enough. He's going to burn a timeout. 3 minutes, 32 seconds to go, first quarter. It's been the Lily Sizemore Show. Falcons up 15-2. We'll be right back. Fast out of the gate this morning, and they lead it by a score of 15-2.
Well, Barry Bauer right there, that timeout, I guarantee said someone's got to get on number 5. We got to force the ball out of her hands. They're guarding her one-on-one right now. That won't work. The other night against DMAC, they had 2-3 defenders on her, held her in single digits.
With it is Barrett. Barrett plays it inside. Turnaround jump shot, no good by Rigsby. Fight for the rebound. Rebound shot again, no good, and this time it's pulled down by Sophia Ray.
You got to keep feeding her right now. The way she's shooting the ball, I don't care what you got to do. When a girl's or a guy, whoever you are as a basketball player, they're in the zone.
And Lily Sizemore is there. 15 points, all 15 of her team's points. Now she plays it inside to teammate, classmate Sophia Ray.
Got fouled.
And it's going to be a traveling violation on Sophia.
I don't think Coach Harden agreed with that call. Neither did I. It looked like a clean foul, and they caught her for shuffling the feet apparently.
15-2 in favor of the Lady Falcons. And we're 2:40 to play here in the first quarter. Steal in the backcourt by Sophia Ray. Trying to go to the basket, and she lost control of the basketball. But great hustle there by the senior.
Yeah, sometimes you get a post, a quote-unquote big in the open floor, and you never know what can happen. But real good steal.
Here's some backcourt pressure applied by the Lady Falcons, who lead it by 13 points. Watseka manages to get it into the front court. Running layup shot, no good, put up by Barrett. She was fouled in the act.
Yeah, Addie Kirchen fought. Not a bad foul right there. I think they were going to get a wide open layup. You know, you're not in any kind of foul issues right now, only the second team foul. So burn one there. Don't let her get a layup and make them earn it on the next play.
Holohan will toss in for Watseka. Looking, still looking. Fires it into number 3. That is Barrett. Out on top now to Mueling. Long jumper put up and in by number 3. That is Barrett.
They needed that one. Renna Barrett's first field goal.
And the 3 ball by Barrett draws Watseka to within 10. With it is Sizemore. Sizemore, a little stutter step. Gets it out to Giroux. And her baseline jumper is good. Good for a 3.
Yeah. Let's get Lizzie going. She was playing really well back around the holidays, and offensively has kind of struggled lately.
18-5, we go the other way. Not taking much time to set up their offense. Number 3, Barrett, launches a 3. It's no good. And the Lady Falcons come down with the basketball. 1:45 in the running clock for the first quarter. Lady Falcons trying to build here on an 18-5 spread. Sizemore gives it up to Giroux. Giroux circles left side at the free throw line, gives up her dribble. With it now is Sizemore. Sizemore working to the basket. Kick out. Short jumper. Now back inside. Shot put up. Good by Sophia Ray.
Yeah, Sizemore dished it to Giroux on the other side of the basket, who then quickly bounced it in the middle to Sophia, who laid it in.
20-5. 15-point lead for the Lady Falcons.
Another one and done.
Baseline jump shot put up. No good by Holohan. And the rebound pulled down by the Falcons. Quickly to the front court. That is Sizemore. Sizemore kick out now to Giroux. Exactly 1 minute to play here in the first period. Lady Falcons up 20-5. Loose ball picked up by Sophia Ray. And coach wants to take a timeout for the Falcons. 57 seconds to go, and the Falcons up by 15. It is a short timeout. Seconds below a minute. And the Falcons have got themselves a good-looking 15-point lead at 20-5. Of those 20 points, Lily Sizemore, the sophomore, has 15. And Sizemore right in front of our vantage point with the basketball. And it's going to be a holding call here on Watseka. It's on Holohan.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to call it a Mueling or Holohan. Coach Barry Powers saying that should have been 5 seconds, and official said no, it's probably about 4.5. Barry laughed.
Rosendahl triggers into Sizemore. Sizemore catching the basketball on the inbounds in the backcourt, brings it to the front court. She's picked up there by Mueling. That's a mismatch. Lily, not a real tall player, but she's much taller than Mueling's, who guarded
good hustle
her.
by Kirk.
Shot put up, no good. Lady Falcons keep it. There's a 3-ball arched by Giroux, and we got a foul here. It's going to be on Sophia Ray going for the rebound.
Yeah, she and Megan Martin got tied up down low, but Martin had the position inside. Good effort there by Sophia. That's just her first personal. And they were trying to sneak in Izzy Gawthorpe here real quick, but did not get her in. Probably the final possession of the first quarter.
They get it into the front court. Now far side it goes. With it is Holohan. Holohan inside. Shot partially blocked. Loose ball. 6 seconds to play. They better hurry. With it is number 3, Barrett. The shot put up. No good by Barrett. And that is your first 8 minutes. The Lady Falcons, among 2 ranked teams, lead after 1 over Watseka, 20-5.
GCMS High School, a still technically morning game. About 11:45. Lady Falcons, wow, and sophomore Lily Sizemore just running Watseka off the court in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, 20-5 Falcons lead. There's a block by Izzy Gawthorpe. And we'll get you some scoring here in a moment. This young lady right here, Lily Sizemore, led the way with 15 in that first quarter. Dribbles down the right side, shot up, no good. Weak side rebound, fought for. That should be Falcon basketball. You want to look at the scoring?
Yeah,
it won't take you long.
It's been all pretty much Lily Sizemore. 15 of her team's 20 in the first quarter to complement her 15 3 points by Giroux and Sophia Ray with 2 points. I'm going to count here 1, 2, 3. 3 threes by Sizemore in the first 8 minutes.
Just took one there, missed it, gets it back, and they're going to call her for a travel. As she kind of hesitated at the 3-point line. It opened up in front of her, and then she went in, but shuffled the feet a little bit.
The Falcons, of course, play out of the Heart of Illinois Conference, and we were talking about Watseka's affiliation. They play out of the Vermilion Valley Conference.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was getting at again. And it's no knock on Watseka. If you won 20 games in a row, you've done your job. But the level of the competition, the Heart of Illinois, particularly this year, maybe more so than others, a little bit tougher than what Watseka's seen. I don't know if they've seen a team this good all year. Here is Martin inside, pass deflected. You know who got a hand on that, Mallory Rosendahl. Ball went right into the hands right there of Houlihan, who then got fouled. Yeah, you play the likes of, who else is in that conference, like Westville?
Hoopston area. Georgetown, Westville,
Yeah.
Bismarck, Henning, Rossville, Alvin. But yeah, I don't think top to bottom it's
Milford
strong.
in that conference?
Yes.
Yeah. Is Armstrong Potomac in there?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. Shot in the corner there, taken and missed by Mueling. Rebound Sophia Ray, who's a double-double machine this year. Sizemore into the front court, goes outside. Giroux, a long three, no good. Rebound, Sophia Ray, and she's fouled. And they're going to say that was on the floor, so she'll have to inbound it here under the side of the basket.
Getting set to check in for Coach Bauer is Noelle Schroeder. And also checking in is Kaya Westerfield, number 5. He's gone pretty deep on his bench. Well, I think he's looking for answers.
Falcon basketball, they'll inbound it. Baseline left. Sizemore comes into Giroux. Down to the post, it goes to Ray. She'll dump it back outside on a wing to Lizzie Giroux. 6:40 to go first half. Falcons up 20-5. Here's Rosendahl. Her three. Good! Mallory Rosendahl knocking down one. Third Lady Falcon to put one in from 18-plus feet. Lead now at 18. 5 points. That's been it so far for Watseka. And we get a travel on the other end of the floor on Westerfield, who just came in.
Like a nightmare for Coach Bauer.
Yeah. And offensively, just got no rhythm. Nothing going down there. And on the other end, you're just getting torched from deep. 3 different players hitting threes. One player's got 15. And Sophia Ray's doing a great job inside. Here is a step-back 3. Sizemore, no good. That toe might have been on the line. Kind of surprised he took his big girl Tegmeyer out so quick. She has not got back in yet. And she had one of their only field goals to this point. Lauren Tegmeyer, 6'1" and a senior. But she came out only a few minutes into the first quarter. Has not been on the floor since. And now we're going to get a turnover. It's going to be over and back on Watseka. And speak of the devil, Tegmeyer coming right back in. Coach Bauer disputing whether or not now the ball initially, what I saw, went off the leg of the Watseka player. I don't think Mallory Rosendahl recognized it, so she went to try to get the ball, but they still called over and back on Watseka. They've got an injured player, so trainers is 5'3" junior Noelle Schroeder. She wasn't able to get up under her own power and immediately went to the end of the bench, and I think she may have cut herself, or I don't know for sure, but
Bill attend to
trainers ran to get some bandages. She'll sit down. Right back, and play resumes, and a pass inside to Sophia Ray. Her shot blocked out of bounds. Stays with the Falcons. They Monday night will host Flanagan here in Gibson City, a team that they beat in the opening round of the McLean County tournament just a couple weeks back at Eureka College, so they should have some familiarity there.
I see Coach Bauer has reinserted Lauren Tegmeyer, his 6'1" player.
About 2 weeks left in the season, and then the Lady Falcons, who will host a regional, will start postseason play, looking to make a long run this year, obviously. Good pass down low. Shot up by Gawthorpe, no good. Ray the rebound, and she threw it away, and she immediately told Lily Sizemore, hey, that one's on me. Ball picked off by Barrett into the front court. She picks up her dribble. She played big minutes in the JV game, which Watseka won. Steal there by Giroux. She crosses over. Good move with the ball handling into the front court. Left side, Rosendahl. She's made one. She's made two. Another three for senior Mallory Rosendahl. The lead swells
this
to 21, 26-5.
This is really getting out of hand for Watseka. They've had 5 points for forever.
Here's a three at the top of the key. Good by Barrett. Wow.
That. Yeah, that's
Renna Barrett played a lot of minutes in the JV game. She's a real good shooter. I think she had, 3 or 4 threes in that game.
6 of Watseka's 8 points.
Here is Sizemore. Splits a couple defenders and lays it in. Wow.
That's her first bucket here in the second quarter. 17 for the afternoon.
Lead back to 20 at 28-8. We're about midway point second quarter. Non-conference matchup. And again, these two teams played in Watseka last year. Here's a steal by Sophia Ray. Played last year at that point. Watseka was 20-0, and the Lady Falcons went over and beat them. Sizemore, three. A little bit long. Rebound, Ray. She goes up. A lot of contact, no call. Thought maybe Tegmeyer had got her. And it's Watseka basketball. They'll push it across the midcourt stripe. That's Barrett with the basketball. Hit a 3 moments ago into the left wing. Now down low for Tegmeyer. Looked like it hit someone's foot, but no whistle. And the Falcons have it right back.
That was a bad pass. Hit Tegmeyer's foot and bounced into the hands of a Falcon player. Another turnover on Watseka.
They're going to isolate Lily here. She's going to work off a screen. Pulls up, 15-footer. Missed it. Rebound, weak side. Ray had it and lost it, and Watseka has it. To set up the play nicely, Sizemore didn't hit that one. 28-8 with 3:40 to go first half. Lady Falcons looking for their 19th victory on the season.
Coming off maybe one of their weakest performances
by far
of the
their weakest,
season.
yeah.
And it's good to see them, back where they had been playing basketball before the game Monday night.
I think matchups are a thing in basketball, and we do not match up well with DMAC. They're big. Here's a three out of the corner taken and missed badly by Holohan. Then on the weak side, we get a foul on Watseka. But, we just didn't match up with them, and I think you're seeing the same thing here today with Watseka. Their guards don't match up with ours very well. As Anna Warren's going to get some time here. The senior comes in for Lizzie Giroux.
Frank, their guards, if you want to call it a three-guard offense, look at number 3, number 1, and number 5, and not a one of them would be over probably 5'5".
Well, Renna Bennett's 5'4". Muling is 5'1".
Yeah.
And, Lillian and Mallory aren't the tallest girls in the world.
But they've got a distinct height advantage.
Falcon basketball. Here's Sophia Ray going to drive to the basket. Left hand layup, good.
And we've got another injured Watseka player. That is Holohan.
As we see number 20, Noelle Schroeder, who got hurt moments ago, come back in. Their big girl, Tagmeyer, will sit down. And Megan Martin, who's 6 foot, will come back in.
Hey, what about the game that senior Sophia Ray is playing?
Yeah, well, you'll look up at the end of this, and she'll have 12, 14 points and probably 10, 12 rebounds. It's just what she does. Warrior basketball, they just need a basket here at this point. Here's a three. This one missed there by Muling. And the Falcons having a lot of one-and-dones here for Watseka this morning. Rosendahl brings it up. Cross-court pass there, goes left side. Sizemore now is going to back it out. We're at about 2:25 for this really quickly played first half of basketball. Here's Lily dribbling, and we're going to get a foul on the floor as she went down the left side and a reach-in on Watseka.
Team foul situation. Watseka's been whistled 3 times, and the Lady Falcons only once this quarter.
Foul on Kaya Westerfield, her first. That is the team's third in this second quarter. GCMS on the flip side of that called for just 1 so far. Sizemore to inbound. She's going to get the ball right back in the corner. Watch this. Ball comes in to Warren. No, Anna's going to take it. She can hit a three. Missed that one a little bit wide, and that one's going to go out of bounds. They've got 2 options on that play. The person that catches the pass can take the three if they're open, or the person that inbounds it. In this case, it was Sizemore, goes right to the corner and gets the ball from that player. But that time Anna was open and just missed the shot. 30-8, 2 minutes to go. Into the corner. There's sharpshooter Barrett. Passes on one, goes left side. Here's one put up and missed by Cammie Muling, a 5'1 sophomore.
Looks like they'll get Anna Warren for the foul.
So 2 free throws coming up for Cammie Muling, only 5'1", and just a sophomore, one of a couple underclassmen that play minutes for Coach Bauer. Shot up and good. Get one more.
Her first point. Gawthorpe getting some meaningful minutes here today for the Lady Falcons.
As Muling hits both free throws. Still a 20-point Falcon lead at 30-10. Let's get a couple more field goals here before the end of the first half. Sizemore picked up there by Muling. Gets a screen, and the ball being kicked around. Sizemore comes out of there with it to Rosendahl. Mallory right side bounces to Gawthorpe. Long 2, hit the top of the backboard, but right to Sizemore. Lily dribbling around left side, and she traveled.
This is the first of 2 basketball games you'll hear today on FM 106.3. Late this afternoon, starting time 5:30. It's the Herscher Shootout, a number of games, one of which will be played by the Falcons, Coach Ryan Tompkins' Falcons. They will take on Bishop McNamara. Frank and I will be up at Herscher, and again, that starts at about 5:30.
Well, don't forget about your grandson. He's doing the game with you.
Is he? Okay.
I'm just your chauffeur. Megan Martin missed a wide-open layup there for Watseka.
You're going to be just an innocent bystander.
Now I'm just going to do technical setup and consulting today.
Okay.
Here's Sizemore back outside. Rosendahl, she's hit a couple threes, and she hits another one.
3 threes for senior Mallory Rosendahl, and that accounts for all 9 of her points.
Now, she's been a much better shooter this year as a junior versus, or as a senior versus her junior year. She didn't shoot much last year. When you had Callie Kroon and Savannah Shoemate, of course, Sizemore out there, and then Sophia Ray, you had more scoring options, a little bit more than you do this year. So she didn't shoot a whole lot, but she shot more this year, and she's done really well as we get a travel here on Watseka.
Boy, wheels just fallen off for Watseka here, down 33-10 with
Cammie
45
Mueller.
seconds to go in the half.
She was the one that traveled. In all likelihood, the Falcons' final possession. We'll see if they wind this thing all the way down. About 38 seconds remaining, leading by 23 points. Rosendahl comes up to get it. Rounds down to 32. Coach Harden saying, let's just back it out a little bit, run a little clock. Here's Ray. Going to have to get rid of it. She picked up her dribble. Now to Sizemore. Clock at 22, 21. And Sizemore lost it. Muehling kind of...
That was good defense by Cammie Muehling.
Got right up
Sizemore.
in her. 19.2 on the clock for Watseka to do something. They scored 5 in the first quarter, and they've matched that with just 5 here so far in the second quarter, trailing 33-10 in this non-conference matchup in Gibson City this morning. 15 seconds. Muehling, pass tip. There it is. Rosendahl. Falcons got a 3-on-1. Ray to Mallory. She'll go up. Layup good. 35-10. 5 seconds. Watseka crosses midcourt. Here's a 3 put on. The girl knocked it down from midcourt.
How many of those have
I've
we
seen enough of
this
those.
summer?
Well, this one doesn't hurt quite as... I don't know if...
GCMS this week was number 5.
Number 5, and boy, Lady Falcons running them off the floor. If you're just joining us here as we begin the third quarter, the Lady Falcons 35 and Watseka 13. Buoyed by the 15 first quarter points by sophomore Lily Sizemore. Falcons have never trailed. Here's Falcon basketball to begin play. We'll switch ends, and on the alternating possession, GCMS has it. Rosendahl up top, a lot of contact, no foul. Same starting 5 for Coach Harden. Kirchenfott, Rosendahl, Sizemore, Ray, and Giroux. It looks like Coach Barry Bauer going to run out his same starting 5. Pass inside goes to Kirchenfott, and she nearly lost the ball, tipped out of bounds by the Warriors. Falcons will be back at home here Monday night. They'll take on Flanagan here in Gibson City.
What do you know about Flanagan Cornell?
Well, we saw him in the Eureka College game. Remember we went over there?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And they gave us a game for a little while. Sizemore 3 up, missed that one. And the ball on the floor, tipped around. Kirchenfott comes out of there with it. Rips it away, goes to Sizemore. 3, top of the key, got it.
You know, that's what makes her so good. She just missed a 3.
Yeah, not afraid to go
rebound,
right back at it.
That's little action. They get her back to her. Didn't think a thing about missing that shot.
That's what good shooters do. You know, everyone's going to miss.
Got to have
them.
a short memory.
Yep. 38-13, 25-point lead is the biggest of the day for GCMS. Here's
Sizemore now at 20.
Jump shot put up and missed there by Cammie Muehling out of bounds. It will go to GCMS. I believe, as I said, Monday Flanagan Cornell will come to town, and then Fieldcrest will be here Thursday night. Team we have not seen. Now, they their record, I think, are maybe a little above 500, right around 500, but they do have a young lady that had a 46-point game right back around the first of the year. So you got a player of that caliber, you never know. Here's Rosendahl. She's hit 3 threes. That 3 a little bit short, top of the key. Ray runs it down for another rebound. Sizemore, her 3 up, no good. Rebound, and that's off the foot right there of their big girl Tagmeyer out of bounds.
They say it's off Andy Kirchenfott.
Yeah, Coach Harden. Well, you don't want to bark too much when you got this kind of lead, but I think he had an argument there. So Watseka will get it. Up ahead, they go to Schroeder, and they're going to get Sophia Ray for a reach-in. That'll be the team's first foul, and I think for Sophia, her second personal. Yeah, number 2 on Sophia. Falcons will host their regional, and it's not exactly a loaded field. Falcons will be clearing away the number 1 seed. I understand Fisher in that regional. I think someone said maybe Milford's going to come here as we get a foul up top on
How about the
Giroux.
sectional?
Sectional is where you're going to probably run into Cissna Park again, it looks like.
We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, we'd like to get one more crack at them before
got a score to settle with them.
before these seniors graduate. Lost in the sectional championship to them last year and lost in triple overtime about a week before Christmas earlier this season, and what was maybe the game of the year. Here's a pass tipped. Jump shot, top of the key, no good. Missed right at the free throw line by Schroeder. Here comes the Falcons. Great pass. Sizemore to Ray. She lays it in, and the foul.
Wow.
What a dish from Sizemore. She was at about midcourt. Bulleted the pass into the paint there to Sophia Ray, who was cutting down the middle of the lane. She laid it in, took the contact, and she'll head to the line.
I was afraid that Sophia her momentum was going to take her under the basket, but great job.
Free throw missed, and Megan Martin comes out of the rebound. You're in the you're flirting with a running clock here before too long. Here's a good hard take down the left side, missed by Holohan. Falcons have it. One and done for the Warriors. Sizemore into the front court. Picked up there by Holohan.
By the way, that free throw moments ago by Sophia Ray, the first free throw shot today by the Falcons.
And Holohan fouls Sizemore out near the volleyball kill line. She'll sit down now with 3 fouls, and Coach Barry Bauer brings Renna Barrett back in. Barrett hit a half-court shot right before halftime at Deer Creek Mackinac, which they beat the Chiefs. They're going to get a test tonight as I think it's an 18-5 Bishop Mac team plays our Falcons, and that is a scheduled 5:30 tip, though it could start a little early. Coach Tompkins said they don't hold to the start times there, so if the game before gets done early, you'll start early. So just kind of maybe tune in about 10-15 minutes early.
I'm really anxious to see if the Falcons can simulate what they did last night against DMAC in that big win.
After the timeout, Falcon basketball up 40-13. Rosendahl on the right side. Dishes up top to Sizemore. Lily holds high, looks. High post pass goes into Kirchenfott. Free throw line jumper up a little bit short. And Megan Martin and Giroux got tied up, but Martin just ripped it away before the official could blow his whistle. Here comes Watseka. Their pass tipped out of bounds by number 15, Mallory Rosendahl.
Busy, isn't she?
Boy.
What a defensive player.
Yes.
And her offensive game has really improved since last year.
Yeah, I've asked her dad, Adam, a few times, said, how is she after games? He said she relaxes pretty well. I said, well, I would imagine. She goes like a bat out of you-know-what for the entire game. Never rests out there and plays a lot of games every minute of the game. Here's Tegmeyer inside. Dishes down low to Martin, their big girl. That's the first time they've really got her involved. Megan Martin, a 6-foot senior. You get the ball into the right low block. She turns, lays it in off the glass, and it's 40-15.
Her first bucket. Frank, the size of Watseka really hasn't played much of a role in this game.
Here's Sizemore driving layup and good. Sizemore kind of backed out, then took off again down the right side, split a couple defenders, kissed it off the glass.
Sizemore with 5 this quarter and 22 for the game.
Makes it 42-15. And Coach Barry Bauer burns a short timeout here, but I think he just wanted to do it for sub reasons.
Oh, maybe
he's going to get
Lady Warrior that's injured.
Noelle Schroeder, who came out earlier in the ball game due to an injury. As Coach called the timeout, she ran right to the locker room.
Yeah.
So they won't have the huddle up timeout. It was just to get her out. They'll inbound it right in front of our vantage point here. Renna Barrett gets it in. Muelling now, top of the key, feeds right side to Barrett. He had a couple of threes in that first half. Drives the baseline, goes up. Shot blocked out of bounds and will stay with the Warriors as Giroux got her hand on that one. Real nice crowd here for a Saturday morning game. Watseka brought a real nice crew down.
Well, when your favorite team has won 20 straight games, you get attendance like that on the road.
To inbound it at side court will be Barrett. Pass comes into Muelling, top of the key. She'll drive in. Outside. Westerfield in, who just checked in for Schroeder, passed on the 3. Outside, Muelling, she'll pop one up. Missed it a little long. Long carom into the hands of Giroux. She looks up, she's got Sophia Ray, but didn't see her. Now Lizzie, cross-court pass goes there to Rosendahl. Mallory's going to drive in. Underneath the basket, left side, corner 3. Up, missed there by Sizemore. Rebound on the weak side taken out by Renna Barrett. Falcons up by 27. 42-15 with 3:26 to go for the third quarter. Dribble drive by Muelling. Dumps it back outside on the near wing to Barrett. Now she'll dribble top of the key with the left hand. Double team. Pass nearly deflected. 3 put up. 3 missed. Rebound Martin. Shot blocked by Sophia Ray. Got her hands, her fingertips, if nothing else, on that one. And that was going to be an easy layup. Saved 2 points right there. Sizemore now surveys the floor, works off the screen from Ray. Little pick and roll action, nothing available. Now to Sizemore, shot up off the glass, missed that one a little bit short, and out of bounds to GCMS. JV game won by Watseka earlier this morning, 34-27.
And we've seen a few of their players that played in that JV game play here in the varsity contest.
Muelling and Barrett certainly with a couple of threes played.
Double dribble.
Yeah, double dribble on Sizemore.
One of the few errors for her today.
Yeah, tough to be picking apart what she's done.
22 points for the sophomore, Lily Sizemore. She had 15 points in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Ball goes to the left corner. Muling. She has the basketball inside, and we're going to get a foul on Kirchenpot.
Reaching in.
And they bring another fairly tall girl into the ball game, and Theron Rigsby, who's about 5'10". We're going to see Anna Warren and Isabel Gothorpe come in. Giroux sits down. Who else sat? Kirchenpot went out. Addie with 3 fouls. Ball comes into Rigsby. Adam Muling. A game in which Watseka has just not been in it at all. Falcon defense has been all over them. Here's a 3 put up, missed. Rebound, Sophia Ray. I'd like to know what her rebounding numbers are. She's got to be in double figures already. 2:08 remaining, third quarter. Falcons up 27. Yeah, you heard me. 27, 42-15. 3, Rosendahl, was halfway down and popped out. And the rebound, Megan Martin on the strong side. Up ahead, they push it into the front court. Shot up, maybe been partially tipped again. I think Izzy Gothorpe might have got a hand on it. She's got the ball. Looking to outlet, goes to Rosendahl. Here comes Mallory up the right side. Cross-court pass, Sizemore. Stops, pops, 8-footer, good. Lily Sizemore from the left side.
26 for Sizemore.
29-point lead. 44-15 with 1:32 to go.
Make that 24 points.
As Rosendahl again got a hand on it. He's going to get a much-deserved break here as sophomore Avery Hyatt will take her spot, and we're going to get a timeout. Long timeout taken here by Watseka. They got some work to do. Down by 29 points. We'll be back. Well, that's the long way home right there by Super Tramp. I think Watseka's going to have a long ride home. 44-15.
They, meaning Watseka, with 2 points in this third quarter, and we've got 1:30 to go. It's been that kind of day.
We'll have one more regular season broadcast of Lady Falcon basketball, and that will be, I believe, February 13th.
Could that be senior night?
No, they're going to have senior night earlier.
Okay.
They're kind of switching that up. High school's what they're doing now is
allowing for maybe a
illness,
snow day. Or
yeah, something like that. So it'll be the previous next to last home game against Prairie Central. We will not carry that game, but that'll be senior night. The final regular season home game will be against Tri-Valley, who they've split with this season, going 1-1. Here's Megan Martin inside. Knocks down the layup, and that makes it 44-17 with 1:16 to go in the third quarter. And we'll have the broadcast against the Vikings, and then once we get to the postseason, we'll let you know. Here's Sizemore, dribble drive, got the pass from Gothorpe, and ball got a little away from Lily right there, and a turnover on GCMS.
I think that was one of those situations where she picked up the loose ball, and in order to capture the loose ball, she kind of had to loop high.
Yeah, got her hand over
Yeah.
it. Yep. Into the corner, Muling inside to Martin against Gothorpe, and Megan Martin, they've got the ball down to her low, and
this young lady's really played pretty well. She has 6 points to tie Barrett with scoring on her for Watseka.
Sizemore, step back, that shot a little bit long. As we see freshman Jillian Rosendahl come into the ballgame, it gone along with another underclassman in Avery Hyatt. Here's a mid-range shot put up, a bank goes in right there for Renna Barrett.
And she has 9 points. That would lead Watseka. Barrett's 9.
44-21. Sizemore nearly lost the basketball. Muling's done a good job on her and ties her up for a jump ball, and that will go to Watseka. (44-21), 23-point lead with 17 seconds remaining third quarter. And Watseka find a little bit of rhythm here, but it's probably a little bit too late. Here's Martin inside. Shot up, and boy, it looked like Jillian Rosendahl had a lot of the ball, but maybe a little hand, and Megan Martin, 6-foot senior, will head to the line for 2 shots.
Martin stands at the line with 6 points, all coming this quarter.
Number 10, Krista Houlihan, junior, will check back in. First free throw by Martin up and too strong.
Not many free throws shot in this game.
Sitting down is Cammie Muling. One more coming up for senior Megan Martin. Missed the first. Second one up. This one's short. Warren had a hand on it. Didn't get it. Right to Martin. She goes up with the left hand. No good. Ball tipped around in the paint. Someone's got to grab it. And that's going to do it. No one was able to grab possession of the ball. And 3 quarters are in the books here at Gibson City Melvin Sibley High School, where the state-ranked Falcons lead the state-ranked Warriors 44-21. Fourth quarter action coming up.
After 3, Falcons up 44-21. Courtside with Frank McCullough. I'm Gary McCullough. Tom Benefield doing his thing, engineering, producing back at our studios. Here is Sizemore. Shot opening up the fourth quarter, no good. Weak side rebound pulled down by Mallory Rosendahl. Now to Giroux, and she's got an open path and puts it in on the left side.
Lizzie's first field goal since the first quarter, 5 points.
And the Falcon lead at 25 as we open up action in the fourth quarter.
Another block.
And a block by Sophia Ray. What a line she's going to have today.
Yeah, I would say.
Getting it done.
Points-wise, she's got right now 6 points, double-digit rebounds, and I would say she's probably got 4, 5, maybe 6 blocks and some steals.
Great game by the freshman.
5 seconds.
5 seconds getting the ball in bounds was Krista Holohan. Couldn't find an open teammate.
No, they didn't move very well for her. Just kind of stood there, and she's like, hey, somebody help me out here.
Lady Falcons well on their way to winning their 19th of the season. They will be 19-5 here in a short time. With it is Ray, and Ray is fouled. And the culprit's going to be number 3, Renna Barrett.
Barrett's first personal, team's first of the fourth quarter.
Looks like this is going to break Watseka's 20-game winning streak. They came in 22-1. They'll probably go home at 22-2. Still a sensational season so far.
Pass.
Inside, and there to lay it in is Sophia Ray.
Give the assist to Sizemore again. Sophia now with 8.
48-21. Lady Falcon lead. A minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. Later today at about 5:30, Frank and I will be in Herscher for the game between GCMS, the boys, and Bishop McNamara. That should tip off at about 5:30. And I'll be working with grandson Jack Willoughby. He's going to help out on the broadcast.
I think he's going to buy us dinner, too, he said.
Frank's going to navigate us up there, be our troubleshooter. And there we got a violation on Watseka.
Tough day for Krista Holohan. That was a good dribble drive and a good bounce pass, but right there at the tail end before she let go of the ball, took an extra half step.
With it is Rosendahl. Rosendahl, little token backcourt pressure, beats Holohan. Shot put up, no good. Rebound shot by Ray, no good. Going to outlet here. With it is Sizemore. Sizemore goes into Ray, and it's still alive.
Giroux couldn't handle it.
And out of bounds. It'll be Watseka basketball. Set to check back in is Tegmeyer, a 6'1 senior in Franca.
Yeah, I don't understand.
She just really has not been a factor.
And who knows, maybe she's been sick and isn't feeling great. I don't know, but she started the game. By far the biggest player for either team. It has not played many minutes at all. She's got 2 points.
Watseka basketball. With it is the aforementioned Tegmeyer. Passes cross court to Mueling. Now to fellow guard Hohula. And there's a shot put up. It's no good. And the weak side rebound pulled down by Watseka. And tough shot put up, no good by Holohan. And this time it's no good.
Yeah,
another rebound attempt. And the rebound brought out by Sophia Ray.
Yeah, Holohan looks like she just about had enough of this today.
That kind of sums up the entire day for Watseka. And here is a turnover on GCMS, losing the basketball out of bounds. Mallory Rosendahl. 5:46 to go. 48-21. This one almost decided in the first quarter.
Look at Rosendahl's defense, man.
And we got a foul here on the Lady Falcons.
Rosendahl guarding Renna Barrett, and Renna couldn't get rid of that ball quick enough, and then we had the foul call, and she turned to look at Coach Bauer like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, Coach. Mallory, probably one of the best on-the-ball defenders I've ever seen.
Falcons got out to a 20-5 lead after the first quarter. 5:39 to go in this one. This is a non-conference game. GCMS out of the Heart of Illinois Conference, and Watseka plays out of the Vermilion Valley Conference. A lot of schools close to the Illinois-Indiana border.
Yeah, all over east.
Shot partially blocked. The Falcons bring it down. Sizemore on the run, now backs out. Gets it off to her teammate, Rosendahl. Rosendahl. Sophia at the right elbow. Now to Sizemore. Sizemore, and trickles out of bounds Apparently off Lily Sizemore.
Yeah, she didn't agree with the call. I
Yeah.
thought maybe that went off the hand or the foot of Mueling.
Won't say much when you're up 48-21.
Rigsby will sit down.
And Coach Bauer will burn a timeout. 5:09 to go in this one. And plenty of comfort here for the Lady Falcons, up by 27. Well, with the lead of 48-21, 5:09 to go in the game, the Falcons are going to put a little backward pressure on.
Work on some things, I
Yes,
guess.
that's exactly. Working on some things. When you've got a sizable lead, you can do that. Shot put up, no good by Watseka.
Turnover there by Holohan. Not a very good shot. Coach Bauer looked at her and said, what is that shot?
Here come the Lady Falcons, about to notch their 19th win of the season. They'll be 19-5. Rosendahl bullets a pass inside. Ray shot up and in.
Man.
Great assist by Rosendahl.
Sophia joins Rosendahl and Sizemore down double figures with 10 points.
And the lead stretched to 29. They get it up to a 30-point spread, the Falcons, and it'll be a running clock.
Yeah,
and we're 4:40 to go in the game.
About time to go grab lunch after this one, I think.
Inbounds pass comes to 5'1" sophomore Cammie Mueling. Mueling between the circles on the dribble, out on top, gets it off to Holohan. Now to the near side to the tall Lauren Tegmeyer. She's a 6'1" senior. And we got a traveling violation on Watseka.
Cammie Mueling. They'll bring Megan Martin in.
Tegmeyer will
sits
go to
out.
the bench.
Yeah, he just does
You
not
just wonder, really.
Yeah, I don't know.
With her size, you would think she could do some things, but she has been held in check today by the Falcons. With it is Ray. Ray puts a move on Megan Martin. Gets it off to Gawthorpe. Gawthorpe holding high, has used up her dribble. Gets it in to...
Good pass.
Okay, there's a nice shot put up by Sophia Ray, but it won't quite drop. It was a nice pass from Giroux. And in the lane is Sizemore, and she gets two more.
At 26.
And now we'll have that running clock.
Yep, there you go.
With the difference at 31 points. A 30-point lead or more in the fourth quarter, and you get a running clock.
I think those power rankings in the News Gazette might change after this one a little
wow.
bit. That'll
This
open
is
some eyes.
not so much that the Lady Falcons won, but the margin that it's going to wind up. Here's a steal. With it is Rosendahl, and Mallory goes up, and she hears the whistle, so she didn't shoot it.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to say that was on the floor or two shots. No, on the floor.
Watseka will take a bus ride home at 22 wins and 2 setbacks, and this loss breaks their 20-game winning streak.
Clock running now.
And getting set to get the ball in is Mallory Rosendahl. Gets it into Sizemore. Here's Sizemore around the screen. Off to Giroux. Giroux, she'll pop a three. This one no good. And the rebound, Rosendahl. With 2:55 to go. And Mallory's going to pop a three. She had 3 threes in the second quarter. This one's no good. And the Lady Falcons keep it. With it is Sizemore. Sizemore working the baseline. Loses the basketball. It's loose. And foul or jump ball? It's going to be a foul.
Maybe get Izzy Gawthorpe. Yeah, it's going to be on Isabel. That's her first, team second.
Falcon coach Ross Harden going to go to his bench here. We'll see Josie Kleist and Demi McCullough. And looks like Kate will come in. Kate McCall.
Bailey Bunting.
And a nice round for the ladies coming off the court.
Great.
Big
game.
win.
Yeah.
2:10 with the running clock. Anna Warren's about to check in. Let's see. Coach Bauer really hasn't made any personnel changes here. Inside it goes to Muley. Now on the outside, there's a baseline 2. Shot put up, no good by Barrett. And we've got a whistle.
Anna Warren will come in. I would say probably Izzy Gawthorpe stays down. Yep.
Good job by Izzy.
Yep. Played hard as always.
The toss in, baseline left, will be Krista Holohan, a 5'6" junior. They came in starting 2 very, very small guards. One of them just shooting the ball right there. It's no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Falcons. With it is Anna Warren. Anna, a senior. Right side, now it goes to Debbie McCullough, and she travels. She's not the only one I have seen a unusual amount of traveling calls this season by players.
Yeah, I don't know. They're maybe watching their feet a little closer than they used to, but got called right there.
52-21 with exactly a minute to play here in this non-conference game. With it up top, that is number 12, a new face in the game.
That is for Coach Bauer, Addison Ulich.
Yeah, Kate McCall nearly steals the ball. Loose ball picked up by number 31, Rigsby. Now 40 seconds to play. The Falcon edge, 52-21. They get a pass inside to Holohan, and going to be a foul here on.
It'll be on Bailey Bunting.
No shots. That for GCMS, the third team foul this fourth quarter. Watseka whistled twice. Inbounds pass, and it's going to be a loose ball. And this one is just about over.
Yep, they'll inbound it, maybe take a couple dribbles, and that'll be it.
Holohan to get it in. Shot put up no good by Rigsby, and that will be the basketball game's final shot. The final score will read the GCMS Lady Falcons 52 and the Watseka Lady Warriors 21. And we'll keep it right here and get you a quick recap. I've got adding up some numbers here. And let's see here. I have it that Watseka did not score in the fourth quarter.
No, they did not. Nope, I was getting the same thing here as I was doing the scorebook. So.
Okay, so to track this one quarter by quarter after one, the Lady Falcons had established a 15-20-5 lead. The Falcons scored 15 to Watseka's 8 in the second quarter and lead at halftime 35-13. Lady Falcons outscore Watseka in the third 9-8 to take a 44-21 lead into the fourth quarter and win it by a 52-21 count. Lady Falcons with 8 fourth quarter points, and Watseka was shut out.
We got Coach Harden here. If we can get
the
stick mic.
Dave, can I get that mic from you? Thank you so much. We'll put that in the hands of winning coach Ross Harden. Coach, I don't know, what do you call it, an upset, a stunner, or just a good game for the Falcons?
Yeah, I call it. We finally got back to playing Gibson City girls basketball there. I thought our defense was...
Hold on, Ross. I think they might have turned your mic off there. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, now we're back with you.
Sorry about that. I call that GCMS girls basketball getting back to what we do best is playing defense. I thought our 1-2-2 was just suffocating. We had our hands in the passing lanes. And then I looked up, 3 minutes into the game, and Lily's got 15 points. She was on fire, man. Just what a great team win. Everybody that got in did their job really well. I'm just proud of the way they played today.
Coach, you guys got a little history with this team. Not a bad history, but you guys went over there last year. I think at the time maybe they were undefeated, and you guys knocked them off. So thought maybe they'd come in here. They're in the power rankings, whatever you want to call the News Gazette. They were number one, only 2 losses. And, you guys coming off that game the other night at DMAC, clear you didn't have it, and you just kind of wash your eyes out and go back to work and say, let's come out and play. But this has to be what you were hoping for today.
Yeah, absolutely. My grandpa always said a good old-fashioned butt kicking is what you need sometime, and that's what we got Thursday night, and I think it fueled the girls for today. They really got after it, man, on the defensive end. And Sophia Ray on the boards, I thought she had a whale of a game. I think she had something like 8 rebounds in the first half there, a couple steals. Addison Kirchenfott was playing big down low against their big girl. Isabel Gothorpe came in and was banging down there. I just thought it was a great team win.
With Mallory Rosendahl in the second quarter, she finished with 11 points. She had all 11 but 3 threes.
Yeah, 3 threes. Shooting the ball well. When Mal's shooting the ball well, I told him the other day, hey, Lily can't be the only one scoring. So when we get different people scoring, it's going to be good for us. But, Mal at the top of that 1-2-2, just a bulldog flying around, hands on everything. When she gets mad and she's got something in her head, she's going to go after it, and she did a really good job.
Coach, is there any story about number 34, Tagmeyer, a 6'1 senior? We were wondering her lack of court time. I would imagine she's a force at 6'1", and them winning 22 games coming in. Did you talk to Coach Bauer? Have they been hit by illness?
Yeah, I don't know. I know
she just didn't do much.
Yeah, I know number 20 came off the floor a few times. I think she was throwing up. She wasn't feeling good. I don't know, but watching film, 34 was a factor, and we keyed on her a little bit. And, she just wasn't in the game very much today. So lucky for us maybe, huh?
Ross, I said this, and I'm trying to be as diplomatic as possible about this. Watseka came in 22-1. 20-game winning streak, and I'm not taking anything away from them, but I look at our conference versus theirs, and I know you're bound by your geography, and that's fine. But, they don't play exactly the giants of high school basketball, whereas we're playing the DMACs and the Tri-Valleys and the Tremonts and Eureka you've played twice already. So I got to feel like this conference is, if nothing else, shows maybe, the level of competition we deal with.
Absolutely. And our conference is by far the best in downstate Illinois, I think, in girls basketball. And, heck, even probably boys basketball. There is just so much talent in our conference. It's not even funny. And it just goes to show, we play those guys in and out day and night, and it's just going to help us in the postseason. It helped us today a bunch. And, so our conference it's a juggernaut, and we got to go back at it Monday night versus Flanagan, who just lost to Tri-Valley by 3.
Yeah,
so we got to figure out how to handle those guards.
Ross, you're looking for another 20-win season. I know that's always kind of a benchmark, but again, a great response by the girls. And I know you guys have had illness, and you've been sick yourself. Coach Knuckles was ill. Practices were kind of tough this week. You didn't know who was going to be there, how that would work, but you got one in yesterday, and you got right back on the floor and showed it today.
Yeah, absolutely. We watched a little film yesterday. We shot a lot yesterday, and then we got right back in it today. And I was glad to see the fire back in the girls' eyes. I don't know what the illness or whatever we had last week. It was nasty, but I'm glad to see today that they came out ready to go, and boy, they put on a show for everybody.
Yeah, nice support, nice crowd.
Yeah, great crowd. I can't thank the fans enough for coming out. These girls really feed off that, so we appreciate it.
Well, Ross, maybe give us a call Monday. We'll recap this one and look ahead to that game. That'll be against Flanagan here on Monday night.
Yep, and that is a varsity start at 5:30 and JV after. They don't have enough players for JV, so some of their varsity plays. So it'll be a 5:30 varsity start.
All right,
there.
we'll make note of that.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
on the
Coach.
win.
Thanks,
Congratulations.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
And with the win, Coach Ross Harden's Lady Falcons now at 19-5 on the season, and Watseka drops to 22-2 in that 20-game winning streak by Coach Barry Bowers. Lady Warriors broken by GCMS, and GCMS is pretty much owned Watseka the last couple of seasons.
So. Yeah, that was pretty impressive this morning. So let's recap the scoring before we get out of here. For Watseka, their 21 points made up like this. Cammie Muehling had 2. Lauren Tetmeyer had 2 points. Megan Martin with 6, and it was Renna Barrett finishing the night with 9 points, and they shot 4 free throws, making 2 of them. For GCMS, all your points coming from the starting 5. Lizzie Giroux with 5. Mallory Rosendahl had 11. Sophia Ray with 10 and 26. For sophomore Lily Sizemore, the Falcons shot just 1 free throw and missed it.